15 seconds.
So
you said 10.
So I'm the boss. Don't worry about how long it's been. Who's the boss?
Me.
Welcome, Amalga-Maniacs, to the actual live Who Dares Wins. We are accepting callers for this battle. This is one of my favorite battles of this evening. And we're going to jump right into it. Mr. Mancebo had to step out, so I have my wingman co-host, my son, Chino.
Hello.
And he's going to be helping me out decide these battles and talk a little bit about the characters. So thank you for joining us, and we're going to jump right into it and give you guys some time to call in and let us know who it is that you actually want to win this fight, or if any input you have or facts or whatever you might have. Just give us a call. You know the number. Amalga chat. Hit us up. We have the phone right here in front of us. Let's get right into it. Conditions. Where would you like these two people to fight? I mean, this is Bucky Barnes and Jason Todd. Where you want them to fight at? Think of somewhere good. Don't pick Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese.
It's been years since I've been there.
Not me.
Maybe an Arkham Asylum.
Nice. Okay, it's going down in the abandoned Arkham Asylum. Red Hood, the Winter Soldier. It's going down. Comments down below. Use your thumbs. Show me thumbs. Show them how to use your thumbs. Okay, show them closer. They can't see. All the way up. All the way up. All the way up. All right, that's too close. Use your thumbs. Use your thumbs. Vote. Let us know what you think. Who you think will win and why. As we normally do, we pick the conditions first, and we got the location down. Arkham Asylum, the abandoned Arkham Asylum. You know what? No weapons. No weapons. No, you know what? Come on, these are two very visceral characters.
At least guns.
At least guns. How about this?
Red Hood with his 2 pistols.
We gotta make it hard for him. How about each man gets 1 revolver, 6 shots apiece. They can pick whatever caliber revolver. You can pick whatever caliber revolver you want them to have. But they get 1 revolver apiece and 1 knife. Any knife that they want. They can pick, what was that?
A python.
Who gets the python?
Red Hood.
As you can see, I'm raising the boy correctly. Red Hood gets the python. I'm going to go with a nice, oh, hold on. Looks like we have a caller. Amalga-Mania, Who Dares Wins. Who am I speaking with? Guyana, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, Guyana Markian. We're actually, do you mind if we put you on speaker? Okay, hold on. Go ahead and state your name again for the video.
Guyana Makarian.
See? One of our admins and members of our group, prestigious members of our group. So you gave us a call. You must have an opinion on who you think is going to win this fight.
Hell yeah, I do. It's going to be Jason, duh.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is the kind of staffing we have here at Amalga-Mania. These people know what they're talking about. Okay? They know what's going on. Guyana picked the Red Hood, Jason Todd, or as we like to call him, Jason blow you up instead of shake your hand Todd, or however you want to put it down. But yes, that's who she says is going to win this fight. Any particular reasons why you think, Guyana?
You know, I actually think it comes down to attitude. I think Jason is the most knowing and F type of character, even more so than the Punisher. He's just so, like, dead inside.
Yeah, no, and honestly, I agree, because that comparison's been made a couple of different times. The Punisher and Red Hood, that they're just very visceral, very hands-on, violent characters that kind of don't really care about how they get to the end. They're just more interested in getting to the end. So I agree.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess Bucky to me just, I don't know. It could be a little bit of a bias too, because I love Jason, and maybe it's a little bit of that, but I do think that in the end his attitude is going to be the deciding factor.
All right. Well, we will definitely make sure that when this video airs that you are well heard. And if you're not, we will make sure that everyone in Amalga-Mania knows that Guyana says Jason Todd wins this fight. Hands down, attitude is everything.
For sure.
All right. No, thank you for calling in. And we'll get back to the battle. And again, don't forget to cast your vote in the comments below.
Will do. Thanks.
All right, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so you heard it first. That's one vote for Jason Todd. Something I kind of wanted to touch on, just so that everyone's aware, in contrast to something Guyana said. As far as attitude's concerned, yes, Bucky Barnes is a lot more laid back because of the whole mind control and came back from being a Winter Soldier to kind of being Captain America and all of that. So he kind of descaled a lot from who he was. But when he was the Winter Soldier, what do you think, kiddo? Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. I'm not talking about Bucky Barnes after he, got his mind control stuff under control. I'm talking about the Winter Soldier. What do you think? The guy who kind of ran through the Marvel Universe.
Well, I still think Red Hood.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you think about Winter Soldier as a character? Do you think he's like not a guy who's ready for a fight?
I mean, I don't think he's ready for Red Hood.
Okay, all right. So that goes to show. But I'll say that Bucky Barnes, for my money, is actually one of the more diverse and accomplished hand-to-hand fighters in the Marvel Universe. I'm gonna go as far as to say that if Captain America wouldn't have found out who he was when they fought the first time, that Bucky would have eventually have killed him. Yeah, I said it. Bucky would have killed Cap because I just don't think that Captain America was ready to go as far as Bucky was. Mind control and all of that notwithstanding, condition under Hydra or whatever. I think it was Hydra he was working for. But conditioning notwithstanding, I do believe that Bucky Barnes was the right guy for that job. So to say the very least, yeah, Bucky Barnes, not somebody you want to take lightly. But we are talking about one of my favorite characters, the Red Hood. Jason, I beat up the Batman and take over Gotham City. One of the only characters other than Black Mask to actually take over all of the crime in Gotham City, with Batman being in tenure, meaning he was on his post when this happened. We have another caller. Hello and welcome to Amalga-Mania's Who Dares Wins. Who am I speaking with? Crank caller. Hold on, we're gonna put you on speak.
Are you screening calls?
Yes, I'm screening calls, Coop. This is the Amalga-Mania phone. I screen all of the calls. We have all kinds of crazy requests. Justin Cooper, ladies and gentlemen. The Coop. The Coop. Not the Coop that we flew. The actual Coop is here with us on the phone.
That's right. Hello, everybody.
One of my favorite admins and definitely the boss of most of us all the time. This guy, I don't know what else to say about him. I love him. So, Coop, you called for a reason. What do you want? What can we do for you?
I'm calling about Who Dares Wins. I saw some great ones this morning. I don't know who posted them. With the Iron Giant, fresh off of Ready Player One.
I heard some really good-looking bastard with a beard did. I don't know. We got to keep our eye out for those guys.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff happens here. But, so I'm going to make my vote here for Red Hood.
Yeah? Any particular reasons why? Because you're the second person who's voted for Jason Todd.
Yeah, Red Hood, I feel like he's got that technology advantage, and he's very crafty when he has these things. If you take a look at what he does in Injustice 2, where he throws the bomb and then he shoots someone down onto the bomb and then hits him with another sort of projectile to knock him onto that, I think he's got the sort of craftiness to keep him far enough away from any sort of danger. And I think that's going to make the difference in this battle.
I'm going to touch on that. I'm actually going to expand on that after this call is over because that's actually a very good point. I don't think people realize how technologically advanced Jason Todd is, being that he obviously is a bat brat and was raised by Bruce Wayne, so that gives him some kind of technological advancement, meaning he can get pretty much all of the toys in the Batcave. But more than that, this is a guy who ran side by side with Roy Harper. And I don't know if you guys understand who Roy Harper is, but in the comics, he was once known as Speedy, and then he went to become the Red Arrow, and then Arsenal. And Roy Harper is a very talented. I'm gonna put him on the same level as Ted Kord as far as the inventions and the technology he's created.
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, he lost his arm at one point.
Yes.
Had a robot arm.
Yes.
If you watch Young Justice, he's all over Young Justice.
Exactly.
He's fantastic.
Good reference. Great reference, as a matter of fact. Have you seen Roy Harper?
What is it? Under the Red Hood, when in the very beginning they're trying to figure out who is the Red Hood, and he cuts the cable while it's slack with that particular knife.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's got the chops.
He does. He's got the toys. Ladies and gentlemen, the Joker asked the first time in the first Batman movie, where does he get those wonderful toys? Wayne Tech. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a Wayne Tech black card, you need to get you one. I have one. Coop has one.
Outstanding. That's right. It's standard issue for Amalga-Mania.
Damn straight.
On that, I leave you to enjoy your evening. Hopefully there's many more calls, and good luck to the Red Hood.
Thanks, Coop. We appreciate you calling in, brother.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good night. So there it is. Our second vote for Red Hood. This looks like it's going to be a landslide. I want to call it early. You want to call it? Red Hood for the win? But no. And I'm going to tell you why. No, actually, I wanted to kind of touch on a small point that Coop just made. And Red Hood's technology, being that this fight, they do not have complete access to all of their weapons, and they're kind of stripped down to the revolvers and the knives. I'm going to say that this battle becomes a little closer. But I do like that point that Justin brought up. I don't think a lot of people understand how technologically advanced Red Hood has become throughout DC Universe. And if you don't know, you should check it out. He's got the toys. He definitely does. Again, we talked a little bit about Injustice. What are some of the things you've seen him do on Injustice?
Red Hood?
Yeah.
Well, in the super move, he throws the bomb. He throws the bomb.
Yeah, that's what Coop was talking about, where he throws the bomb and lets the guy fall.
He also has, like, these shurikens.
Oh, the ones that come out of it. He actually did that in the movie, too. Remember that? In the Red Hood, Under the Red Hood movie, where he was fighting Batman and he kind of threw the shurikens at Batman from his coat. Like, he has those things everywhere. Where does he keep those things? We want to know. No, but seriously, this guy's got the gadgets. They're all over him. And yes, that would normally be a very dangerous thing. But in this particular fight, because they're stripped down, and I'm not sure if that makes Jason Todd more dangerous or not, because I've seen him do more with less. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I've seen Red Hood in fights where he didn't really have a whole lot to work with and did a lot with what he had. And The Lost Days, Red Hood, The Lost Days. You read some of that, didn't you? The storyline?
Like, I don't know, a couple.
When he was becoming the Red Hood, before Under the Red Hood. Like, what happened, how he became the Red Hood. You didn't read that one?
No.
I'll bet you. It's on the tablet. We'll check it out. But definitely a great storyline to find out a lot about Jason Todd. Bucky Barnes. We got to talk a little more about Bucky Barnes. What else can I say? This guy's taking on opponents like Ronin, which is Hawkeye when he was more badass, honestly. And Hawkeye's pretty much already badass. So just imagine Hawkeye more badass and then Bucky kind of like keeping him in his place. U.S. Agent, Steve Rogers. I mean, come on. Bucky's kind of premier fight was going toe-to-toe with Captain America. He did not lose that battle in the first round. This is back when Bucky was kind of like not as talented as he is now. So, I don't know. I'm going to go out here and say that although Jason Todd is one of my favorite characters, and I think that this fight would be long-winded and go the distance, I am going to say Bucky gives him trouble here. And I'm going to say that it could really be a toss-up because, you know, this is the Winter Soldier we're talking about. We're talking about a guy who ran through most of the Marvel Universe before he got his mind control stuff under control. You're talking about a guy who literally made assassination kind of a second job, a part-time job, killing off high-value targets and people who, you know, this is the guy you send in to kill, like, the Red Skull, or...
Like an assassin.
Yeah, or Baron Zemo. This is the guy who you would hire to kill those people. So that tells you a little something about Bucky Barnes, his prowess and his ability. Again, hand-to-hand. I mean, he fought Captain America to a standstill first time out the gate. that tells you everything you need to know. Actually, we're getting another call. Amalga-Mania. Who dares wins? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Another crank call. I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam President. Play the president theme music. Do you have the president theme music? He doesn't have it. We're going to put you on speaker. We don't have the presidential theme music this time. You're just going to have to come on the show like everybody else. Is that okay? She says she doesn't want to do that.
I can hear it from here.
All right, so we're going to put her on speaker. All right, you guys ready? Who are we speaking with?
This is Taryn Barber.
And what do you want? What do you call for?
I'm calling a vote on the battle, or at least I think I'm calling a vote. I'm having trouble deciding.
You are?
Yes.
Well, you're the president. If you can't decide, then what are we going to do?
I know. Maybe I'm just thinking too much, but I keep questioning if Jason Todd is the equivalent of 3 Avengers, because I keep seeing Bucky fighting off multiple Avengers simultaneously, and I'm wondering if Jason Todd is the equivalent of all of them. And I mean, he probably.
Well, which 3 Avengers?
Captain America, Black Widow, and Falcon.
Yeah, that is a hell of a 5 trio. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up on that one.
They're both mechanical. They're both excellent tacticians. I think that Bucky might be more used to, I guess, being pursued, as opposed to Jason Todd, who I think relies on ambushing people.
Well, the fight's going down in abandoned Arkham Asylum, and they only have revolvers and knives. I should have told Justin Cooper that. In Guyana, actually. I feel terrible about that. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so abandoned building, and what are the weapons?
1 revolver apiece, and any revolver you want, and they have knives. Both of them have knives. Any knife they want. But that's it. No other weapons. No other gadgets.
I'm going with Bucky.
Any particular reason why?
I'm watching the fight actually play out in my head right now, and
What are they wearing?
they're wearing their costumes.
Are they?
They are.
Are they? There's a 12-year-old on the show, okay?
What?
The combatants have to be clothed, Taryn. This is why we need a new president. Impeach now. With me. Impeach her.
I just see Bucky being faster.
Okay. That's reasonable. I mean, Super Soldier Serum, he's fought Captain America to a standstill. Captain America is enhanced past peak human. I can't disagree that. Well, I don't think they're... Wait a minute, I have to disagree with that. I have to disagree with
You
that.
need strength for speed.
I don't think that there's... As far as the stealth's concerned, I'm going to go with Jason Todd on that. I'm going to say that, well, I mean, he was raised by Bruce Wayne. That's their thing. That's kind of their whole thing, is they hide in the shadows and sneak up on you and beat you up. That's kind of what they do.
But do they hide in the shadows because they have to or because they want to?
Who cares? I don't know. I mean, you got a guy with a red armored hood jumping out of the shadows with a knife. Does it matter why he's there?
Yeah, I think there's a difference. I think there's a difference between hiding because you have to, because you're being pursued.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Or it depends on not being found.
No, I see what you're saying. Offense versus defense kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay. I would say that in Arkham Asylum, being that it's Jason Todd spent some time locked up there. So stealth goes advantage Red Hood, in my opinion, in this particular fight. I mean, it's a place he knows like the back of his hand, and it's a place where, you know, he's comfortable being there. Bucky, not so much. And even though Bucky is just as stealthy, if not more, being that he's had more training or more elongated training, I would say that, yeah, it's pretty much a toss-up. But again, I'd favor Red Hood as far as stealth is concerned. But I don't disagree with you. I don't. I do think that this kind of wavers in Bucky's favor.
Okay.
So I'll say that much. Your pick is Bucky, and I'll give you that. Mine's going to be down below. Kiddo,
All right.
show him what to do. Use your thumbs. No, not like that. Show him how to use your thumbs.
I know.
Like that. Use your thumbs like that. Mrs. Taryn Barber, the president, Madam President. Say goodbye to the president.
Goodbye to the president.
He's a comedian. Thank you for calling in, Ms. Barber. And I guess we'll talk to you later.
You're very welcome. This was great. Thanks for doing this.
No problem.
All right. Good night, guys.
Night. So, Taryn Barber picked Bucky Barnes, or as we like to call him, the winter folder, because he does a lot of laundry in the wintertime. The winter folder. I mean, the soldier. Is that the right?
But it's true.
That he does a lot of
do
laundry?
good laundry.
He does do good
How do you
laundry.
think his suit gets cleaned?
You gotta clean your armor, ladies and gentlemen, or else it just don't protect you. All right, we are actually running out of time. We went a little over because of the calls, which I love the people that called in. Thank you guys so much. Taryn Barber, Guyana, Markian, and Justin Cooper. Was that his name? Or what do we call him? Coop? The Coop? Herr Kuppenstein. Thanks for calling in, guys. Thank you for participating. Vote down below. Show them how to vote. Use thumbs. Both of them. Or just one. If you only have one thumb, use one thumb. Thank you again. That concludes this installment of Who Dares Wins, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next battle. Stay tuned.